Hello there, good morning everyone. Okay, so just doing a live broadcast here for some of the movements we've seen in the popular markets on LCG. You should be able to see my screen here. So we've started off just with the euro. Obviously we had the ECB meeting yesterday, resulted in a higher euro. The setup here being this was the old trading range. We broke out, tested it once, came back, we tried to break through it, and where I've circled here, it looks like a false break lower. So then if we zoom in this weekly candlestick chart here, you can see a bullish pattern forming here. We had the one bullish candle, the two smaller red bearish candles, and again we're breaking to the top side with a continuation and a break through this declining trend line, which you can see better on the daily chart. So a false break lower followed by what looks like currently happening, a move out of a triangle, or perhaps a sideways range. If you draw in a horizontal pattern, looks quite constructive for the euro. And we're seeing similar things going on in the pound. This is a weekly chart. This was a consolidation we had after that final flash crash low, and we've been building high since then. We obviously traded pretty heavily lower this year, but the top of that old range around 126.70 has looks like it's formed a base, and then we're starting to see, you can see we've had two matching highs on a weekly basis and then a break through those two matching highs, which is a bullish candlestick pattern. Maybe 132 around that area, which is the 20-week moving average. Maybe that caps the gains, because as these moving averages set up, we're still in a kind of bearish trend. But I wouldn't be surprised if we put in a base now. We've put in a bottom in the pound. And here you can see that the moving averages are actually turning positive on this daily candlestick chart following this break higher. So that was two currencies I wanted to look at. Just a quick look at Wall Street, which actually looks fairly positive at the moment. This is a short-term chart. If I jump out to the weekly, you can see that we're approaching those record highs in the S&P 500. We're very close to them, if not going to get through them today. You can see that we have one small down week, and then we're breaking back through the top of that week. We've had a little flag pattern, and we're breaking out to the flag pattern above 26,150. So it looks good for us to move up and retest 26,700 again, which was that all-time high. And last but not least, just wanted to look at gold. This is a really long-term chart. It's the monthly candlestick chart. And it looks like we're respecting this long-term trend line. Now, that's the monthly chart where the trend line comes from. But if we drop down to the daily chart, you can see that we're starting to push out of this downtrend that we've been in. We're above the 20-day moving average, and we're trying to push back into this 50-day moving average as well. If I drop down to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we're kind of pushing into the top of the range. So it bodes well for gold. Also, just the fact that we've, on this latest drop, tried to push out the top of the range, had a bit of a drop through it, but on that drop, we seem so far to have held the 1200 level. 1200 buying came back in. If we take out this high again, it looks good for a general breakout and push higher out of this consolidation that we've been in for a few days now, and perhaps begin a new higher trend off these extreme oversold levels. All right, that was all I was going to share for now. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck for trading today.